1 minute before 3:15, okay? But we still made it in the chat right at around 3:15 because I see that that has done so well from a couple days ago that we just had to do it again. Y'all, we made it through to another day, and I'm so thankful that we have made it here today. I've enjoyed my day off. I will continue to do so. Yo, twin, you made it in first today. Let's go. Look at you go. You made it in first. We love that. We love that. Congratulations. Thank you for that. Yes, shout outs to you for making it in first. And before a minute, too. That's legit. That is legit. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to see what we have in store with today. Let's see how many people actually show up this time. Because yesterday wasn't too many, which is okay, but we're doing it around that peak time where it's like heavy hitters. So we'll see what we got going on today. But how have you been so far? How have we been doing? Turn that off. There we go. Yeah, definitely made it in first. We love that. I like how it shows zero going on so far, and then it's gonna just go and it's gonna kick and kick and kick and kick, and then we're gonna have so many people because that YouTube algorithm is gonna work with us in our favor for once, which is gonna be so exciting. I'm telling you, it's gonna be so exciting, yo. I cannot wait. And I didn't do the Twitch today because I stayed up way too late last night. I'm not joking. I stayed up till almost 12 o'clock, and if you know anything about me, that is not like me to do in my nature. I do not stay up till almost 12 o'clock, which is too long of a time, I'm not going to lie. But I went, I slept until like 7:30, and I was like, oh, shoot. I was like, I already missed it. I already missed that window of when I said I was going to do a Twitch. So that's my fault, y'all, but that's really the only time I'll be able to do it is on Wednesdays because that's really my only day off besides Sunday, which Sunday I'm booked anyway, so there we go. We got 2 in right now. We love that. It's gonna climb up. It's gonna climb up, which is what I'm excited about. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. These pants right here are the most comfortable pants I've ever felt in my life. They're like champion pants or whatever. These things are so sweet for no reason. I love them. Ethan Jordan says only 12. I start school at 7 and I go to bed at 3 in the morning. Yeah, that's insane. Yo, teacher says you inside a crawl space. No, man, I'm not inside of a crawl space. I'm just inside of a back shed is all I'm in. He says, are you building anything? No, I'm not really building anything at the current time of being. Like I said, I'm just in the back shed right now. I'm not building anything. I'm just reading some comments is all I'm doing, but that's about it. I'm just over here having us a good time for the time of being. Thank for my audience that we have built up though so far, which is actually incredible. Over 611 people. That's legit, y'all. That's actually legit. I could not have done any of this without every single one of you who's in this chat. Like, for real, if it wasn't for y'all, I'm not even joking. Like, if it wasn't for y'all, I would not be here doing these lives. But because of y'all are so awesome, I appreciate y'all so much for doing so. It says, bro, is just vibing. Yeah, I'm just vibing, man. Just over here trying to have a good time. Trying to make everybody feel welcome. You know what I mean? Yo, Elizabeth says, hi. What's up, Elizabeth? How are we doing? Rebecca says, I'm back. What's up, Rebecca? How are we doing? It says, my brother has been naughty at school. He drawed on the table. Ooh, naughty, naughty, naughty. Ooh. Yo, shout out to Ethan Jordan for subscribing. We thank you for that. We appreciate you for the subscription, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are of an appreciative and of a thankful people. Even whenever I hit like a big milestone, if I somehow, some way get up to somehow like 100,000 subscribers, I'm still gonna be like this, y'all, and thank each and every person that subscribes It's going to be awesome. It says, "I's Russia, hello. What is up? We love our people from Russia. We love our people from all around the world, but especially Russia. And of course, Canada and the United States. We love those people. And India, too. They're our top people." But Ethan Jordan says, "W, man, I appreciate that, dude. We take all the W's in the chat that we can get." Let me see. It says, "You sound English, Australian, and American, lol." I am from Texas, so I'm just enjoying it. It says, "How am I fourth when I just say I'm back?" That's a good question. It says second now. Now you're first. Yo, Johnny says hi. What's up, Johnny? And now why everyone calls me handsome. Oh gosh. That's crazy. Lexi says hi. What's up, Lexi? You know, believe it or not, I have a cousin that says that name is Lexi, which is awesome. Yo, it says I was born in Texas. We love that for you. Which part of Texas were you from? You see, could you kill a cow and butcher it? Me personally, I wouldn't know how to butcher a cow, but I'd be able to kill it, sure. I'd be able to kill it, but butchering it, I wouldn't know how to do. But y'all, I ain't gonna lie to you. It says, "I was here yesterday, lol, W live." I appreciate that too, man. Thank you, Johnny, so much for being in another live. We really do thank you and appreciate that. Y'all, I do have a story though, real quick, before I keep on reading back into details or back into these comments. It says, I think it was Dale's. Nice. We love that for you. So yesterday, right, I was at the park, and it says, "I scrolled into your live, came, so of course I had to come." Absolutely, I appreciate that. Thank you, Rebecca. And we were at the park, right, over in the city that I'm at, and it was at night, and it was getting really, really late, and we were playing basketball, and we don't have very many lights where the basketball court is for the park. And me and this other dude named Preston, who's always in my chats, we went and we were going, and he can vouch for this if he shows up in this live. We were going, and we were simply, he had his headlights. There was a car that came in, and whenever they came in, I'm not going to lie to you, they went and they flashed their headlights at us one time. So we were thinking that it was a young kid, so we went to his car, and we flashed our lights back at him. And I kid you not, this dude got up out of his car, turned his headlights off, paced back and forth, stopped, looked right at us, and I said, "Nope, that was the end of the park for me." I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, Dallas, okay, got you. That's what's up. That is a pretty big region over here in Texas. Dallas, Texas is that was loud. Thank God that did not hit my foot. I mean, that came inches away from hitting my foot. Wow, that would have been, whew, that was loud. Oh my gosh, that was loud. But yeah, Dallas, like I said, Dallas is a huge, huge, huge area of where we simply have been and accumulated and everything like that. Let me see, it says, "When you were a kid, what time did you stay up till without your parents noticing?" Sometimes it would be 1 o'clock. Every great once in a while I get away with 3 o'clock. It's not often though, but every once in a while I would. But yo, what's up? Samantha says, "Hi Brandon, how have you been?" Been really good. We've actually grown an audience up to over 600 people. We're consistently doing lives now, doing posts, everything else. We got a few verified YouTubers who are subscribed to this channel now, so we're doing pretty good so far. It's been a while since I've seen you in one of these chats. How have you been? It says, "OMG, mine was 10. That's crazy. 10, they notice you at 10? That's insane work, I ain't gonna lie to you." But yeah, my gosh, that's crazy work. It says, "Got a dip piece." Thank you so much for joining the live. I appreciate that, Ethan. You have a good one, man. Becca says, "True." That's what I'm saying. That's crazy work. It says, "Fantastic. Congratulations. I've been busy with work and school. Overwhelmed, really?" Ooh. I don't like being overwhelmed, y'all, because when you're overwhelmed, then it ends up stressing out your mind, and it just completely messes with you. Like, it drains you emotionally, physically, spiritually. It does all of the above. So I'm sorry to hear about that for you. I hope that it gets more peaceful for you, you know, in the upcoming future. But yeah, this is not kidding. Nice. That's insane though. 10 o'clock. Wow, that's early. Well, let's see. Yo, football shorts says sup G, and then says yo, what's up? Curly says sup bro. What's up, man? And then Samantha says yes, exactly. Says thank you, Brandon. Of course, absolutely. We're here to be sympathetic, y'all. That's what we try to do. We try to be sympathetic towards other human beings. You know, it is what it is. But you're. Oh, really? It says, hi, you're my favorite YouTuber in Romanian. We love the Romanian deals. That's awesome. That's legendary. Let me see. How long have you been doing YouTube for? Consistently for a few months now. But it says that my start date was like, I think April 2023, 2022. Somewhere up in there. Somewhere up in there. Don't give me the line. It should say it in my description if you want to go check it out. You can go there and then it should tell me when I started and it should show the views of everything. It says, and I forgot as well, streamer. I appreciate that. It says, you look great. Very happy your channel is taking off. Samantha, I appreciate that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Hopefully your channel, if you do ever start posting, would grow just as the same as mine. I mean, consistency and persistency is really the best way of putting it, y'all. Let me see. It says, I started within the last 3 months of 2025. That's legit for you, dude. I hope it takes off for you as well. It says, you look like an incompetent German soldier from a World War II movie. Ah, nice. That's definitely a first. It's definitely the first time I've heard that. That's actually legit. I like that, though. We'll go with that. We'll definitely go with that. We will go with that, y'all. That's funny. That's actually funny. Oh, man. It says, I can't believe you have a lot of subscribers, but only a few people in your lives. I know, you know, that's something that I've wondered too. I've always wondered why, like, I hit good times and there's not like 40 or 30 people in the chat. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, surely at like 3 o'clock we could have some type of like golden hour to where like it would be perfect. But, hey, I guess it is what it is. Let me see. It says, I got 70 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Congratulations, man. That's actually a good achievement, for real. It says, Hangs Goring. I don't know what that is, but okay. It says, sure, I hope so. Once I'm done with school, I can use that time to concentrate on my channel. There you go. That's what I'm saying, y'all. There you go. That'll be good. That'll be good. That'll be good. How much longer do you have with, how much longer do you have with school? It says, guys, smash that like and sub if you haven't already. It says, thanks, bro. Really do appreciate it. Have you ever watched Stranger Things? People always ask me about the Stranger Things and whatnot. People are trying to spoil the finale, but for those who really haven't made it to the finale, I'd prefer them not to do any spoilers. But if you spoil, you spoil. But to honestly say that, no, I don't watch Stranger Things too often. I can't remember the last time I did, if I'm being honest with you. And it says, one more semester, fingers crossed. That's what I'm hoping for you too. So then you can actually start posting daily. That would be pretty cool. Or at least once a week. That'd be sweet. It says, oh, it says, I'm in season 4. We love that for you. We love that for you. I know that Stranger Things has actually gotten, like, way up in stream. Way up in stream. Like, within top 50 now in the United States. So, not necessarily bad. It says, thanks, Brandon. Of course. Favorite car? Yo, Mad Rude, favorite car has to be straight up, not gonna lie to you. Favorite car has got to be a Ford GT40. Look it up if y'all haven't already. Ford GT40s are the absolute best. I love the sports car of it. But I'm not gonna lie to you, it starts at $500,000, so it's like, that's a little too much for me, I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me see. It says I was in my class in college 1 hour before anyone else came in. Wow, that is a while to be sitting there. I'm not gonna lie. It says and people stay here. We appreciate that, but some people have lives and people have other things to do. I don't know why almost everybody says I look gay. I don't get that. I don't. I really don't. It says thank you so much, Brandon. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you joining in this live today, Samantha. I know you're a very very busy woman, and I know that you have a lot to do. So thank you so much for joining in. But yo, CJ the King, what's good, bro? You made it into another chat, man. How we doing? It says, are you ready to be bald? That's what I would look like, bald, man. I'm not ready for that. I'm not going to lie to you, author. I'm not ready for that. It says, I was with my catering tutor and I was helping him. Bet. Okay. Okay. That's what's up. That's legit for you. That's legit. We love that. We absolutely love that for y'all. It says it's scary, man. Wait, hang on. It's scary, man. Make the most of that lovely hair while you can. No joke, dude. I'm gonna have to. Because it's like, oh my gosh. It says you look tall. How tall are you, bro? If I'm being honest with you, dude, we just did the measurements yesterday. They said I'm 5'8" and 3/4. Yeah, 5'8" and 3/4 is what they say I am. So, I mean, if you want to round it up to 5'9", because, I mean, that's pretty close. I'm about 5'9". Yo, what's up, Preston? I told him about the story from yesterday, so that was a blast. Yo, what's up, BMW? I don't know what you were talking about, bro, with the 2 timeouts. I don't know what you're getting at there. You a cop? No, not yet. Nor do I really want to be necessarily. But yeah. Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh my gosh. These people with Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh my gosh. And then Epstein. Jesus help us, Lord. Oh, and then it says I'm 5'11", nearly 6 foot. There you go. Close enough, I like to say. It says low, not yet, and I don't want to be. Exactly. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to be. I wouldn't mind getting some of the law enforcement software and going that way, but other than that, nah. Nah, I'm good. It says I'm 6'1". Oh, you bunch of tall people. Look. Oh, well, it takes short people and tall people to make this world go around. It says, are you streaming tomorrow? Absolutely. Absolutely, I'll be streaming tomorrow. Around about the same time, if I'm being honest with you. I'm 7'8". Okay. It says, I feel like Morgan right out of here. Oh my gosh. You don't like the NBA? That's crazy. Why did they only black out the end of Nutella? You know, that's a great question. I've always wondered that. I'm not going to lie to you. Do you know what time? Do I know what time in the UK? Let's see, y'all are 6 hours ahead. Right, 6 hours ahead, so that'd be like 9 o'clock right now. Let me see, Chinese philosophy and sometimes in life, ultimately must have in life does not have when it's demands. Sir, do you think someday we could meet and make hamburger helper together? Bro, some of these comments are crazy. I don't know, man. We'll see. It says, I went to school with... What does that say? Does that say QL? What is that? It says, lol. What is a Chinese... pentagram? Yeah, like, for real, comment? Like, no joke. Let me see. I have subscribed, sir. Thank you, man, for that. Shout outs to you for subscribing. Thank you. It says, I honestly thought you were over 6 feet tall. 5'9" is a great height. Is 9:33 in the UK. See? Told you. Y'all are 6 hours ahead of me. I told y'all. Told y'all I was right. Oh, and then this dude's spamming everything like that as well. That's excellent. It says, I mean, what time will you be live tomorrow? My time will be like around 3:15. tomorrow. For those who can join. I bet you're one of those cool white boys. I try my best to be as chill as I can be, y'all, because life gets to where it compacts you so much that either you're going to throw yourself to the ground or you're going to rise above the occasion and just get it done. But yeah, y'all, that's what it is. Life has a way of keeping you chill, that's for sure. 5'9" is great for basketball. I mean, it really is, though. It really is. It says, bro, I'll be able to join, but it'll be around 4 p.m. because I finished college then. All right, bet. Paul says, Paul at Jesus Apostolic Church, Louisiana. Jesus' brother spoken to him and the mother, the Corgi, and the family of God, and all of them. And all the... Okay, Paul, that's okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. What you trying to get on about, my man? It says, hi, I'm Muslim, but I respect your religion. I respect your religion too. Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. We try our best to simply be a respecter of other people's religions and whatnot. We try our best to. Sometimes we get a little snarky, I'm not going to lie. Especially me personally. Sometimes I'll get snarky to you, but that's about it. Let me see. It says, it's like the perfect height because I'm 5'9". There you go, Preston. Yeah, see that? Yeah, that's the best way to do that. If you get bullied over and over again and you have had enough and you wanted to punch that person, would you punch them or not? That's a hard question because if I'm being honest with you, I might low-key do a drop on them, but would it be often that I would do it? No. It's not like I would purposely try to. Sometimes I would just walk away. Sometimes that's the best thing to do, is to walk away. Learn to know when to quit. Let me see here. Wood Bros in the wood looking good, brother. Appreciate that. Thank you. You popping a little upper decky. Oh no, this right here is just it's like where we keep our storage stuff for bags and everything like that. Like we'll have certain types of bags. We'll have that type of deal and whatnot. So it is what it is. It's just honestly, you know what? I'll show y'all at this point because it's not like it's anything interesting. Like for real, all it is just a bunch of like stuff like that, suitcases, bags, and other things as well, like little reef decors and whatnot. But it is what it is. It says everyone should be respectful to others people's beliefs. Kudos to that member. Bravo to you. Much appreciate, or bravo to you. My bad, not bravo. That's a new word, y'all. Bravo. Go ahead, clip that, use that. Brandon said bravo instead of bravo. Appreciate that to Samantha, thank you. And it says YouTube go. There you go, y'all. That's the way we like to look at it. It says pine. Quite possibly. I mean, it could be. I can't remember which wood that we did for this one. Let me see. It says, thank you so much for doing the live. I'm going to get off, and I'll see you tomorrow, dog. All right, man. Bet I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yo, Annie made it into the chat. What's up, Annie? How are we doing? I see you made it in again. Yeah. How are them people at the supermarket treating you? Let me see. If a girl calls you ugly, say, okay. Who wears makeup, though? Nice. I'm gonna give that one a hand clap, bro. That was a good one. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was a really good one. Oh man, that was fantastic, dude. That was actually a good one. I'm actually gonna have to take that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really gonna have to take that one. That one was sweet. That one was actually sweet. That was a good one. See, I like this chat right now because it's chill. It's not spam with bots yet. This is a good chat right now. It says, I like that for sure. Gonna use that one. Absolutely. Mia, what's up? You made it into the chat. What's up? It says, it's okay. It's both for a reason. Oh, Lord. Built for a reason. We love that. We love that, chat. That's great. That is some great work. Don't jinx the bot. That's why I said yet. Dude, that's why I said yet. Like, I'm telling you, dude. Some of them people are absolutely insane. Like, they're wild. Wild. Absolutely wild. For no reason. For no reason. I hate bots. Dude, I do too. I can't stand it. Dude, having to delete their comments, always having some kind of weird sexual comment or whatever the case may be. Like, it's actually retarded. I've been seeing in the supermarket here, there's not much people because of the weather. Less annoying people in the supermarket. How is Walmart? How's it going in Walmart? People are still being people. I'm not going to lie. They're still nuts. They haven't completely bought out the store yet, but they're getting close to it. But yeah. It says like and subscribe to Brandon right now. We appreciate that. We do love those comments. Thank you for that. It says, what's the reason for them? You know, man, that's actually such a good question, because that's like I'm going to have to ask our Maker, our Lord Jesus Christ and Savior, this question. That's like asking him, that's the question equivalent right here. God, why did you create mosquitoes? What good do they do? They're annoying, they suck your blood, and then they die. Like, seriously, like, that's all that they do. Bots, they come into your channel, they lower your views, and on top of that, they bring spammy comments that have terrible meanings to them. Like, they have no good purpose of being here. None whatsoever. Literally none whatsoever. I cannot stand bots. They actually suck. Which is why every time a bot comes in this chat, we try our best to ban them as fast as we can. 615 subscribers right now, and bots, yeah, bots do suck. Bots are garbage. I'm not gonna lie to you. Bots are garbage. Bots are absolutely buns. It says, what do I think about the... Man, you ask me this question every time you come into the live. I'll give you the same response because it's the truth. This world is going to die in a burning fire if we don't straighten up. Let me see. Are they all bots then? No, not all of them are bots. No, absolutely not. It says, oh gosh, yeah, you work there. It's hard working with people. You have to be patient. Yeah, you have to have patience to still to deal with people. You're not lying. Because people themselves will overwhelm you by far. Yo, Bye Brad says hi. You made it into the chat. What's up? Yeah, see, I finally caught on to it. It says, well, it says, I'm only on for a few. I'm at work. All right. That's so awesome. Dude's gonna pull up in the chat while he's at work. I love that. It says, I'm going to leave. Bye. See you next live. All right. You take care. Thank you so much, Rebecca, for joining into this live. We do appreciate that. Yo, Godzilla says, what up, Brandon? What's up, Godzilla? How we doing, man? I see you made it into another chat, too. We love that. We love our OG people coming into the chats. We really do. We really, 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 really do. It's legit seeing y'all people. I would love... Now, every time I say this, I don't know if it's because YouTube hears me or what happens, but almost every time I say this, it usually ends up happening. I would love, y'all, I would love to see another verified YouTuber pop in this chat again. I'm not even kidding. I would love to see that again. I've had it before. It can happen again, but it's just one of those things. We hope that it happens again. Is your dog nice to other people, or does it bite? Honest to God, one of them probably would bite, if I'm being honest with you. Verified YouTubers, that person with like a check mark, they have like over 100,000 subscribers, like guaranteed. It's crazy work. It's awesome. Hopefully you'll get to see one in this chat if you stay long enough. It says, love from the, yeah, live from the garden shed. Right, absolutely. It says, I'm kind of OG. I commented on the OG Ticket Short. Man, we appreciate that, dude. Thank you so much for that, dude. The OG, man, he made it in before the 1,000, before the 10,000, before the 100,000, before the 500, bro. Made it in and has made sure to put that mark in. We love that for you. Thank you. Thank you so much. It says, how do I buy weed in an illegal state? Go to an an OCD like outlet place and get some kind of fake doctor medication deal, pass it through them, and they will give you your weed. Plain and simple. They will give you like a little bit of marijuana and everything else and all of that junk that you would want to do and whatever else that you would need. Don't ask me how I know that, but I just know that. Let me see. It says you can't. What is weed? Weed is this stuff that you go and it's like you roll it like into like a blunt deal. It makes you very high very fast, and you go and you puff it and you smoke it, and it's just like you're puffing up like some type of weird chemicals. It's weird. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's weird. Yo, Mr. Aura man, Xander, right? Made it back. Absolutely. Made it back. Then he says, word. Devil's lettuce, exactly. Yo, Expo the GOAT is back. What's up, man? In a safe house. Who's he hiding from? I'm hiding from the government. That's what I'm doing. I'm hiding from the government as best as I can. I'm hiding from them as I'm doing a public live YouTube right now. So, you know, if they wanted to, they could drop in and be like, up, gone. Huh. What do you do to them, bro? Honest to God, I don't know, bro. I have no idea. He said, do I remember me from the last stream, Xander? Yeah, I did get your name right. I said Xander. What's up, man? I do remember you. You're the one who has like 900 something subs? Yeah. Yeah, I can't forget you, man. Yeah, 924. Says, all right, guys, make a kindergarten fight. Oh my gosh. This says, oh, that is weird. Sorry, I'm not good with English. Nah, you're good. Expo, man, he's going to give us another story. He's going back at it again with part number 1. I'm waiting for Burger King order from DoorDash. We love that for you. Hopefully you can get that. It says, oh, sorry, missed that part. You're good, man. It says, besides look the long bottom. What? No idea what that is, but okay. We'll go with that. Says, Brandon, look at your palm and see if you have an M on it, please. Yeah, for like the BMW thing. I think I have like a little one. Like 1, 2, 3. I don't know if that counts as an M or not, but there it is right there. 1, 2, 3. Yo, Mr. Boomer, is that what it is? It says, what did you order? Yeah, that's actually a good question. It says, okay. But yeah. There's my little M hands. These people have brought up a good point, though. Why in the world do I have, like, a good amount of subscribers, but, like, 9 people are only in? That's what's crazy. Y'all do make a very good point on that. Something to think about for sure, but it is what it is. A double Whopper with fries. We love that. Did you do the double Whopper all the way, man? Did you do it with ketchup, mustard, everything else? All the works? It says, what have I been up to besides streaming? Honest to God, I've just been working. Not only have I been working, but usually I'll go to my place of worship, and then other than that, that's about it. It says it means you're strong, you have good intuition, leadership, integrity, and potential for financial success. Impressive. I'm not gonna lie to you. That actually is a really good description of what I try my best to do. Let me see here. It says, do you have something that you really like that is a typical American? Yeah. We have this thing called Popeyes. Popeyes is delicious. Y'all call it chicken chops, but we call it Popeyes, and our Popeyes is better than y'all's chicken chops. Let me see here. It says all the way, bro. It says, do I support Trump capturing Maduro? I think it was something that was definitely needed and necessary. I'm just being honest with you. You asked the question, I'm going to give you the answer. Let me see. It says, I just jump in here whenever you pop up on my feed, to be honest. We love that, dude. And we appreciate you joining in as well. It says W's in the chat, please. It says it's in your palm. I mean, it is quite literally like right there. If I can get good lighting on it. Do I have it on both or just that one? I think I just have it on this one. Yeah. It says I see it. Bro, BMW straight up going in with the chats. He's like, let me go ahead and direct these people to say something. He said, W's, which I'm cool with W's in the chat. I'm cool with y'all spamming the reactions that are right down there. I'm cool with y'all checking my description and going to my Twitch that I now have. Go follow my Twitch, y'all. I'd appreciate it if you follow my Twitch. It's in the description. Check out the link in the bio. And also, while you're at there with the link in the bio, go ahead and check out the Buy Me a Coffee. Those are just two things that I like to reiterate in these lives because y'all actually end up listening. So let's do it. See, there we go. Ever since I said it with the reactions, y'all give the reactions. Thank you. This says Jesus loves you. He died for your sins and he rose 3 days later. It says it isn't too late to come to him. God bless. We appreciate those words, man. We appreciate those words. I like how Augustine keeps on saying word. But why? Might I ask you, why do you keep saying word? Like for real. What's up with the word? Part 1, Donald Trump is playing brainwash with Joe Biden spamming 6-7, and Obama said the great meme reset has failed. Oh my gosh. Find the one for arresting the president from the other country, I think. I got you. It says, are you streaming on Twitch? And by the way, I was spamming the reactions. Dude, we appreciate you spamming the reactions. But yes, eventually I will be doing Call of Duty Mobile on the Twitch. For those of you who like the games and everything, we'll be doing that. That's what I'm asking. What does word mean? Let me see. Hello from Great Britain. What's up, Alex? How are we doing? Let me see. It says, is it okay if we spam W's in the chat? I'm not going to stop you from spamming W's in the chat. Y'all can do as y'all please. Go right ahead. It ain't going to bother me. It ain't going to bother me. If you do that, it ain't going to do none of that. None of it's going to bother me. It says, what does word mean? It says, alright. Have Twitch as well. And I stream Clash Royale. Bet, dude. Bet. I'm definitely going to have to end up looking at your channel too. It says W. It says it's really, and it can also be an affirmative. That's pretty cool. It says doing it. Do it right now. W. It says love from America. Really enjoyed the content. Have you considered leaning more into a variety of options, like trying a cool and refreshing drag of I have no idea what that is, but okay. It says W. It says as well as W. Let me see here. It says, do you know a lot about flags in other countries? Not too much. It says Jesus Christ is King. We love that. It says W. Jesus Christ is King again. We love that. It says, I hope everyone has had a great day. Remember to stay hydrated, y'all. Absolutely. It says, my name is Whispery Vids. I'm taking a picture of that. Boom, I got that. Thank you. I'll be sure to check it out once I get done with this live. It says, do W's, guys, please. Appreciate that. It says, I have to run. It was magnificent seeing you again. Please take care of yourself. I promise to come in more often. You're such a pleasure to chat with. Be well, be happy. Here's to a new begin 2026. All right, thank you so much, Samantha, for joining in the chat and everything else. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for being in, and I'm glad that you're being more. It says, I always forget that. www. Oh yes. Watch this, y'all. Watch this, y'all. Here's what we're about to do. There we go. And it says www. It says, let's get more people in. Absolutely, dude. We need more people in. But we got 4 saying yes, y'all. So to those of you who are saying yes, like I said, I have it in the description in my bio. So please be sure to go do it and to give it a follow. It says this chat is exploding. It says I'll maybe follow you. All right, at least you're being honest about it, man. I appreciate the maybes. I do. Which we appreciate that. We really do. At least you're being honest about it. You're not saying yes and then not doing it. Because I can't stand when somebody says yes and then they don't do something. I'd much rather it be maybe. It says just follow the Twitch. Man, I appreciate that, Mr. Roy. Thank you so much, Xander. It says y'all follow him on Twitch and TikTok as well. And dude, for real, y'all go check out Preston, for you and you specifically, dude. If you want to, you can drop your TikTok in the chat comments, bro. So that way they can see what to expect and where to go. I would not mind. Let me see. It says I will look right now, but I don't know if I'm going to do it. If I need to pay for it, right? Which me and Preston were doing it last night, and I don't think that you have to pay for it. It says W's in the chat. It says, okay, thanks, I will. I'll be right back. All right, bet. All right, bet. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think you have to pay because Preston didn't pay for anything, so you shouldn't have to pay for comments. You should not have to pay for comments. All right, sweet. Thank you. But yeah, y'all, there we go. We got an 86 going in so far. We will definitely be sure to plug that in again. I'm not going to lie to you. We will definitely plug that in again. It says, we got to get Mr. Beast in here. Dude, I mean, if that man ever shows up in this chat, I have no idea what I'm going to do. Like, I'm going to lose my mind. Like, I'll be like, I'm gonna like actually lose my everything if he ever shows up in this chat. It says I follow. Yeah, thank you, Andy, for that. We appreciate that. It says not going to lie. Nope, he's not. Probably not, dude. Probably not. Like the odds that are so significantly low, it's unreal. So I'm actually in with you on that. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, G Edit says what's up? What's up, dude? But yeah, y'all, like I said, if he ever were to come in, bro, be nuts. There y'all go. Everyone who's in the chat, y'all see that link that he's got right there? Go check it out. Go check it out. Go get his TikTok and for real, go ahead. Go with him. Follow him, please. It says I have a whole other name. There it's Blink Forever 06. All right, bet. That'll work. It says, can you get to the part real quick? Can I go back to part real quick? It says I don't have TikTok. That's okay. It says if he does 10,000 in your bank account, bro, you're not lying. You're really not lying. It says they always doubt until it happens. For real. It says, bro, if someone approached you aggressively, would you know how to defend yourself? Absolutely. Of course. It's called, look, in Texas, we have this thing called open carry. We can carry pistols. We can carry anything that we need. So if somebody approaches me aggressively and we get into that kind of problem and they're not backing off, pulling it out and say, get away from her, you're getting shot. Plain and simple. I'm just saying, dude. Missy says, couldn't find my TikTok. That's a bummer. It says, so can the aggressor. Exactly. Zilnio. This dude. Oh, God. This guy's back in the chat. Oh, Lord Jesus, help me, God. It says, bro, where's the food? That's a good question, man. It says W, Texas. It says, where's the food? It says, oh, but what if they do also, too? You know what? That's a good question. We're going to do it like the old days, y'all. We're going to go out into the wild, wild west. We're going to pull it out. We're going to go. Whoever gets the fastest pull is the one who wins. But, like, do I know how to fight? Yeah, like, you're talking, like, martial arts, stuff like that. I mean, I have a little bit of knowledge of it. I know where good pressure points are and things of how to, like, put people in headlocks and whatnot. So, I mean, technically, yes. Unfortunately, the aggressor, I will have the high ground. Okay, fair enough. Part 3, Joe Biden says, you smash my PC. President says, I'll fight you. All right, bet. Bet. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Mr. Let me see. It says, we can't have weapons. Aren't you scared that anybody can have a weapon? No, because in Texas we can have weapons. So we can literally carry it on our holster, pull it out, and that's it. Thoughts on Trump not exposing the demons? Yeah, I know. I don't like that fact, but sure. Yo, Twin, I see you change your profile again. What's up? Let me see. It says Shadowbox real quick. I want to see your form. Dude, it's been so long since I Shadowboxed. I'm not even going to lie to you. I forgot how to do it. Let me see here. It says Twin. It says yes, not. Let me see. It says yes, not everyone needs weapons. Agreed. Agreed to that. Let me see. We got Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali over here. Yep. It says sure. It says weapons are illegal in my country. That's a bummer. It says because some people are just stupid with guns. That's the truth. It says you look cool, bro. I appreciate that. I try my best to be, dude. I try my best to be T.Y. Young. Where am I from? From Texas, the great state of Texas, y'all. It says drama in chat. Uh-oh. It says drama in chat. Oh, God. Yes, your favorite's not here yet, so we always have that going for us as well. Yo, I see you're up to 370. Look at you go. It says, so are you looking for... No, I'm definitely not looking for a woman. Do I practice on some sort of place with your weapon? We have, like, gun ranges where we're at. Let me see. It says, I just need to permit a carrying weapon. I'm in Kentucky. It says, meet me outside. All right. Let me see. It says, everything is drama for females. Oh. Oh. It says, he's from Texas. It says, meet me outside. How about that? That's what I'm saying. It says, can I be your woman too? No, you cannot. Let me see. It says, catch me outside. Bet. Right. It says true. It says back in the kitchen. Part 4, Donald Trump pulls out a clock and says, I can't see. Get okay, Sahar. Cool. It says, but do I know about a Tomato Town though? No. What? About Tomato Town, bro. What is that? It says I knew you were scared. Let's stop the cap. Let me see. It says, am I going to play some NBA 2K? Probably on Twitch. I probably will. I might do a mobile one, though, if I'm being honest with you. It says, I'm a boxer, 8-2. That's a good record to have. I'm not going to lie. That's a really good record to have. It says, but still staying in the stream. We love that. It says, yes, I meant that, and I didn't know the word. You're good. It says, Tilted Tower is known for the showers. Oh gosh. It says what's Tomato Town? That's what I'm wondering too. But I do kickboxing. We love that. AKA MMA. Yeah, we love that. W's. Wait, what? No. No, that's not the one I wanted to do. No. No. No, 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 no. Is there a way to untime out this dude? No, 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 no. No, there's no way to do it. No. Dude, Aura. Dude, Xander, I wasn't trying to do that to you, man. Oh, bro, I was not trying to put him in a timeout. I was trying to put the other one in a timeout, and I failed. Oh, I'm going to have to explain that to him in the chat. Oh, that's an L. It says AKA. Oh, gosh. It says, all right. What if a gang jumps you right now? What's my first move? Jesus, help me. That's literally my first. Jesus, help me. It says, whoa, buddy, whoa. It says acknowledge because that you stayed. But you're going to go on and be drama, right? Let me see. It says, how about men in football when they fall dramatically on the ground? Wow. Let's see. It says, I got it. Let me see. It says, I just rejoined the stream. Dude, Mr. Orr, man, I'm sorry about that. Xander, I'm sorry, dude. I was trying to time out somebody else, and I accidentally timed out you, and I was like, really? I wasn't trying to do that, man. That's my fault, personally. It says he came back in 10 seconds. Sweet. That's good. Yes, I definitely am black. How'd you know? No, I'm not doing that, Michelle or Michael. Not doing that. This just look like Jake from okay. It says, do I do weddings? No, I do not. Well, I mean, I'll go to weddings if I know the person, sure. But other than that, no. It says it's all right, man. It says I untimed out or yeah. I thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. No, BMW not doing that. It says accidents happen. I'm glad that you understand that I'm a human. How old am I, pal? I'm gonna say your username. If you know, you know. Bet you weren't expecting that response. Ha! Oh, I'm 19. It says, yep, Brandon, if he, yeah, it says, let me see if he's black, guys, y'all colorblind. Absolutely. It says, yo, I used to be in MMA, but I switched to boxing. Love that. It says, I gotta go to sleep. Bye. Have a nice night. You too, Andy. Thank you so much for joining in the stream. We appreciate that. Let me see. It says, why did you ban me? Very racist. Because I just didn't want to deal with you. That's why. Boom. Yes, I'm 7. Absolutely, guys. 100%. It says, what are my opinions on tornadoes in the East Coast for the last 18 years? Is there one due? It's one of the, I don't really like those, but yeah. I mean, you know. I mean, I don't like tornadoes, y'all. I really don't care for tornadoes, if I'm being honest with you. Let me see. It says 19. I thought you were at least 25. Wow. I mean, a lot of people think that I'm older, but I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It says first streamer I've seen that actually reads chat and is respectful. I appreciate that, man. I really do. I appreciate comments like that. I really do. That's what keeps me going. For real. It says, yep, you're 7, lol. Sorry, my bro fell down the stairs for real again. Oh my gosh, dude. This is his second time to fall down the stairs, man. It says, I think it's because your voice is deepish. Maybe so. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Contact the authorities. Go ahead, man. Let me see. It says, I don't even know what that says. It says, okay, cool. It says, are you live daily? Yes, I am. I am live daily. Let me see. It says, is this a good thing for me? I try my best to do that about the same time, which I'm going to get to where I go right after work, and then after work, then I'll go and I'll click onto this. It says, you got that? Yeah, sure, Peter. Sure. You know what else you're getting, Peter? You're getting this right here, my man. Okay. Cool. I can get rid of you. See you. He says, hey, yo. Did you put him in timeout? Yeah. It says, I sent an airstrike to your house, unluckily. Oh, nice. It says, do I know Gabe owners? No. It says, but like for real, you're the first streamer. I seen that as actually super respectful and nice to chat. W, man. Yeah, I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you, man. I try my best to be, except for bots. Bots, I have no room for bots. I'm not going to lie to you. It says, you have swag. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I have a life, Lee, unlike you, who's just watching me and is helping me get money that way. So, there you go. It says, he's got to do what he's got to do. It says, respect to you, man. It says, W's in the chat again. It says, hi, I'm back, but you're really glitchy for me. Really glitchy? Oh, man, that's not cool. Let me see. It says, Rib. It says, W. It says, looks like it's not very cold where you are. Really, what you mean? It's definitely not in Texas. I'm not going to lie to you. It says, yeah, bro, I got weird bots on my channel, too. It is annoying. It's annoying. It really is. Bro says same. That's what I'm saying, y'all. We all deal with the bots. Because I can, and I'm going to remove you, too. How about that, boy? Gone. Says, bro, I was hoping that that they would get you again with that joke. Yeah, no, definitely not. What bots, right? I have no idea, man. I have no idea. It says my old channel has lots of bots. It says the ones with sussy photos. No joke. Especially the ones with sussy photos. Yo, Bretta. Bretta says hi, what's up? Says you look tall. I'm guessing you're around 6'2". Believe it or not, I'm only 5'9". Rounded up, 5'9". It says I've reported like 50 of them because they just spam. Exactly. It says, do I drive a pickup truck? No, I do not. I do not. Dude, oh my gosh. Getting those people. I hope I don't have to deal with any of those in the chat. I'm not going to lie. It says because... let me see. It says, because he can, bro. He's he's the streamer. He owns the stream. He can do whatever he wants. Just stop being rude, spamming, and he won't get timed out. Exactly. If you could just be decent human beings and have a good conversation, I won't have to ban you. Like, for real. Just have some moral decency. It says I'm 5'2". I mean, 5'2" is not bad, honestly. 5'2", I mean, it's doable. You can move around pretty easy. I don't see why height has become such a big deal, honestly. It says, are you really 5'9", or are you just kidding? No, I'm actually being so serious. My grandparents measured me yesterday. I'm literally 5'8 3/4". Let me see. It says, I mean, it depends. It depends your age. It's true, but I'm 19. Do I fish? Every once in a while, me and my dad will go red drum fishing during the October runs, but that's about it. It says I'm 13, turning 14. We love that for you. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's not bad. 13 turning 14 being 5'2", yeah, that's actually decent. Because I'm 19 and I'm almost 5'9". So, yeah. It says, what kind? Red drums. Red drums from where I'm at. We'll do red drums. We'll do flounders and those different types of things. It's very hard for me to catch a flounder, though. I'm not gonna lie. It says it's not a big deal as long as the person is the same height or taller than me, but I'm a girl. There you go. It says, bro, where's the food you ordered? It says timeout every bot. That's what I try my best to do, dude. It says, hey, bro, 5'8" isn't necessarily bad for 19, but I'm young and 5'4". There you go. Do I have TikTok? Yes, I do have TikTok. Let me see. It says my oldest brother's 6'6". Yeah, my dad's 6'4". So I know that that's really tall. 6'6" is crazy. It'd be like that though sometimes, for real. It says, wait, how old am I? 19. It says, shout out from Alabama. We love that. It says, can I get an opinion on a TikTok account? Yeah, what you got? Redfish and shark, it is some good eating. It definitely is, especially whenever you get that certain seasoning. It's really good. It says, I'm hoping to hit a growth spurt soon. Absolutely. It says, my teacher's 7 foot. Bro has to crouch under doors. Dude, that's insane. Oh, do I catch mahi the fish? Oh, mahi. Ooh, I've had mahi before. It's really good. It says, that's your user? I definitely wouldn't recommend that. It says, sweet home Alabama. Oh, gosh. It says, can I get an opinion? Yeah, what's your opinion? What's the opinion that you need? It says, yo, the Arab Desert forehead. Right? Remember, y'all, I can add the sand dunes if you need me to. I can add the sand dunes, I promise you. And it's not that hard to do. It says, dude, I'm going to be so for real. I'm a picky eater and I have tried much food. Oh, okay. That's the TikTok account? Yeah, I would not recommend the TikTok account then, if I'm being honest with you. It sounds like a spam. They say everything is big in Texas. Is that true? Yes, especially the women. Just saying. They said everything is bigger in Texas. Everything is bigger in Texas. This says I haven't eaten since 1937. It's my friend. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's snapper and catfish, right? Yes, I am white as light. I know. When God spoke into existence light, he spoke me into existence, because that's how white I am. It says, hey, yo, it says, yes, women. It says, oh, I'm dying of laughter. It says, bro, you wild. It says, I don't like fish. Oh, that's a bummer. They asked me, bro. They said, is everything bigger in Texas? I said, yes, including the women. I mean, I'm not lying about it. They just asked me the question, you know? My channel's just about reading comments, man, and then doing YouTube shorts. That's literally it. Yeah, they are. Definitely. It says, I gotta go to Sexties. It says, at least he's not into boys. That's the truth. It says, how's it been, Brandon? George has been really good, man. I've been enjoying it so far. They can use me as a flashlight, I know. It says, I'm from Kentucky. What about you? I am from the great state of Texas, man. The great state of Texas. Let me see here. It says that there. No. Wouldn't. Let me see. It says, hi. What's up, Blazing Flame Christian channel? I'm glad you made it into the live at the very end of it. Let me see. It says, man, I gotta say, the huzz are the... Oh, gosh. Doing a gaming channel soon, please. Y'all, I'm telling you, to all of my gamers, go to my Twitch, because I'll start doing Twitches more often. Especially if I get more and more followers that actually show up. Yeah, I'll do it. Let me see. It says, you did a live with your friend. I couldn't join. I was busy. You're all good, man. Why wouldn't I? Because that's weird to do that. It says hi. It says, well, bye then. You're good, man. You're good. Doesn't make a difference if you've seen the boys or girls. Stop hating. Thank you, y'all. But yeah, it says W's in the chat, please. With that being said, y'all, we are going to have to call this an end, and I will be back at about the same time tomorrow, around 3:15ish is when it'll start. So with that being said, y'all take care. Y'all have a good one. Lisa, what's up? And with that being said, y'all take care and y'all have a good one.